left off, you guys were at port, licking your wounds after the fight with the Great Rock. You got delivered your Oni back. And Aello's mental state is a little unstable. Sound right?
Roughly.
Sounds right.
Roughly.
Real quick, I think I'm gonna take monstrosity. This is my favorite enemy.
Monstrosity.
Yeah. Where do I put that? I hate this.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. On the right hand side where it's like features and traits, that's where you'll put it. Bye. So what is our plan?
Eat a baby.
I refuse.
Eat 2 babies.
Still refuse.
I don't know about you, Harpy, but where I come from, eating the children of other people is still considered disrespectful.
What if they're
Brandon's roughly baby sized.
I don't want to
can
eat
promise-
Brandon.
I can promise you it's not a good idea to attempt.
Man, I'm sad.
It was a
sad
joke that
about
was missed there.
Rogue and Pit people came out. Now I'm too broke for it.
What is it?
Pit people.
People?
Pit people. It's made by guys that made Castle Crashers and theater.
Ah.
There's me.
Forgot. Talk to speak is a thing, or touch to speak.
That's what she said. Is he, John? Are you here?
Yeah.
We'll have to wait till ship repairs are done. Until then, shore leave for everybody.
Looks like it's gonna take a while.
Aye. I'll look around the guilds, see if there's any work to be had until then. If anything changes, I'll let everybody know.
Very well then.
Cat's just gonna go lay on some sunbeam somewhere and just walk into someone's house, lay in their windowsill.
Just relax for a while.
Just pretend to be a cat.
Make sure they don't have a daughter who loves cats.
Kurt, I'm going to find the tailor.
Going to find the tailor.
Clothes.
Alrighty.
What's in this town?
Not a whole lot. It is a dying port town, from what you can see.
Oh, then I'm not going to go find the tailor.
You might be able to find some sort of person to sell clothes. An actual dealer, maybe not.
Well, I need silk stuff. Only the silkiest of silk will do.
The guild has some silk that they're using to make your sails.
I know. Hey, wait. Any X?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
You're late. We kicked you overboard.
Yep.
I actually
fucked it
sold
up.
the treasure chest to a local merchant. I told him that it was magical and changed shapes. Oh, I just got a free beer.
Or you move.
Alright. Well, I'm off into the town then.
Okay.
If anybody needs me, come find me. Shouldn't be too hard. Follow the trail of broken hearts.
I think I might stalk you. Or join you.
Go along. I'll just go to join you. I just need a moment from my ship because I'm too heartbroken.
I'm going to go see if there's anywhere to buy Alchemist Fire.
Are you? I mean,
Would I?
yes, but no. You'd be right for doing so, but maybe not those words.
Herbs.
Yeah, maybe not.
Would there be a apothecary of some kind around here?
Let me see. What's in this town? Negative. Brown bear.
Shame. Shame on these people. Ring the bell.
Ding, ding. You notice that there is a lot of these people around here. You do see probably two. Actually, hang on. Yeah, you do see a solid 3 different types of blacksmith shops, and that's because they're at the coast closest to Bazak, the Dwarven Kingdom. So a lot of supplies come through here are metals and gems and whatnot from the Dwarven Kingdom. Metal. If you're wanting a whole lot of herbs, onto the jungle or head north. Is basically what they tell you.
I'm gonna look for a portable forge.
Me too.
Portable
One that we can equip to our ship.
Oh, no, wait. Not in the game. Sorry.
Hey, Kurt.
Oh shit, I forgot to say stuff.
Hey, what?
Is there anywhere to possibly buy alchemist fire?
Probably not. No,
Damn.
not here. Redirect that to the apothecary. Apothecary question. Hang on 1 second. Y'all ugly. Hey, okay, 1 second.
Can you hear me?
You know, it's gonna be
We can now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hilarious. For next time that Louis is, he calls us ugly, I'm gonna make him do 2 wisdom saves. The first one, if he fails it, the second one automatically fails, and from then on, he's just gonna do everything I want him to do. He's gonna be my bit.
Screw you,
I'm
Brandon.
going to mind slave him.
No.
I'll give you 3 gold. We can hear you, Louis.
I know you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, dude.
I local muted him.
Burn?
I'm sorry, I didn't want to hear all the background noise. I got like a really bad headache, and it's already
Did he mute me?
hard enough.
I don't hear any background noise.
Yeah, there's no background noise, dude.
There isn't.
Okay.
Well,
Then I
I'm
won't
using
unmute.
a
There was.
PlayStation mic.
There was a whole lot.
Well, I got Abby and Melly in the room, so they're gonna be talking. So might just want to keep me muted in.
Aw.
No, because I love your voice. Kurt, I'm going to do this. No, you're not here, but I'm going to do this. And boom,
You're dancing.
I'm dancing. I'm singing. Singing.
We're in Gearton, correct?
No.
Hey, wait. Do you have... Nope, I don't have any instruments. Never mind.
Where are we
I
at?
can loan you one.
I don't have proficiency.
I can loan you a full-on organ.
You want me to play the pipe organ?
Yeah, no, dude. All right, so as a freaking bard, with the background that I chose, you get to choose two musical instruments, gain proficiency in those, and you have those 2 instruments that you carry around with you at all times, right?
Do we level up
Never
from last mission?
specified.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
level 6.
How?
But it
We didn't
never-
even kill anybody.
We fought the
survived
rock.
encounter.
Oh. Well, I didn't level up, so I just got on a computer. So
Go ahead and do that.
It's
We'll
okay,
do that
go
real
ahead.
quick while he's AFK.
before I do that,
Brandon.
What?
That's my roll.
the lag, I'm lagging. So
You
yeah.
know, we're actually doing all right. We're making a good name for ourselves.
By the way, that's 5 under my nat 20 there.
I see
Where did you
that.
join?
So for me, that's pretty good. All those music lessons you've been giving have been paying off.
Yay!
Unfortunately, it's like you're dancing a very fast and hip thrusty type tune, and I'm playing what
Taking the
appears to be a slow
17.
waltz.
to perform with you.
You're now performing as a level lamp, Louis?
What's the average height for a harpy?
I rolled a 17 to dance along
Good
with
question.
I I think I'm like 6 foot, 6.5 maybe. We're basically tall and skinny.
Okay.
I don't have a PFH. Can somebody help me?
What do you need?
What do I get at level 6?
You get
And I have my book open right beside me.
You can view it
You
at roll
are-
20.
Barbarian.
Yeah.
You get a path feature.
Yeah.
What world is your harpy from? Do you know?
I have no clue.
Etheria, more than likely.
Yeah.
What path did you choose there, Lewis?
Oh, I got to wait like 10 seconds so I can do this. Look down my traits. Because I'm using a laptop, and it's hard for me to do this because I'm not used to using a laptop.
Alright, so... 3.5 Harpy's average height was 4.5 foot,
Oh.
with
Eagle.
random variant to up to 5.5 foot.
I remember Curtis saying that it might have been like
Brandon, I want
6
an
foot or
eagle.
something like that.
All right.
Yeah,
I just imagine the harpies being really tall and skinny.
yeah, that's why I was asking what it depends on. The ones I was citing from 3.5, they're from the Faerun stories, so they're going to be smaller because they're more monstrous than humanoid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep mine at 5'11" then.
Yeah, medium, anywhere between 5 and 7 foot.
I would say these harpies are likely related from the Feywild.
Mhm.
Back, by the way. Anyone you to ask about personal forge for your ship is until you talk to the shipwrights, the guilds.
Okay.
All right, Lewis. I'm posting it in Shoot-a-Majig now.
Okay.
Holy fuck! You can see up to a mile away with no difficulty.
Oh my god.
I dig it.
Awesome.
The mimic has the eyesight of an eagle because he
Mhm.
ate an eagle.
One time, a long time ago.
Many moons ago.
So Kurt, apparently we are rolling troping through this minor port city
I see
with
that.
performance galore.
You're getting strange looks from the human dwarves that live here.
Fuck them.
What the fuck?
Hi, Harpy.
Wade,
He drug his
what the
tokens.
fuck you doing?
I didn't do it on purpose.
What?
If you guys want to know where you're at,
Is that all I get, Brandon?
Yeah.
I don't get any like stat buffs or anything.
you get your health.
You get rage.
Oh yeah, I mean you get more raid and health.
Okay.
You're saying, Curtis?
I said if you guys want to know where you're at, I was gonna ping you.
Thing is.
You guys are there. The coast there. 'Cause you're forced
Oh, let's
landing.
find our way to Geartum. We didn't actually get there.
Nope, we got ransacked by a bird.
I say we just keep moving on to Geartum once we get the upgrades completed.
Well, that's what I was thinking as well, but it's gonna take a while. So meanwhile, I'm going dancing and singing through the city, trying to find a tailor or a clothing expert.
Oh wait, we should get matching uniforms.
I don't agree.
I agree with Brandon on that one.
The harp used to have matching arms.
Like when I say
Have fun with
matching
your
uniforms, I'm
dildo
talking
D&D
about
or
like
something like that.
themes and colors.
I kind of like the idea of the harpy being like the pit crew and having like crew uniforms.
The captain
What do you
has,
work?
of course, the race car uniform,
No, he has a little headset.
little headset.
You know the guy that's on with the
Feel
headset,
tomorrow.
the coach.
Pitball.
Ah, yeah.
Alright. The closest thing you're going to find is the general store, Brandon. And the lady there says that she could do some tailoring in her free time.
Did we lose any supplies?
No, most of your supplies were safe in deck, although some of your siege weapons got a little banged up.
I think I'll be taking the time to fix up the weapons.
Your cannon has a chunk of rock shoved into the top of it.
Trophy.
Not as in ROCK, ROK,
Trophy.
shoved into the top of it.
Yes.
I'm just pulling it out and fixing the can back to pristine condition. There's not much else I really want to buy here.
I'll overlook her horrible, horrible, horrible little tiny store of petty mundaneness.
Everything's from browns and greens and grays.
Yep, I bid her good day.
That was quick.
And how are the slave crew members?
We lost 2.
3.
3. Lost 3.
Yeah, what do we do about that?
We
You're gonna be
add, we hire more people.
Fixing a cannon, fixing a cannon, fixing a
Kurt,
cannon.
how long do you think we'll be stuck in this little shindig shanty of a town?
Guild tells you a couple days at least.
Couple days?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should
Alright.
explore. How close is the next nearest town?
Oh, on foot?
Yeah.
It's about halfway away. It's pretty close.
Is it any better than this town?
Let's see. Let me think. Not really, no. In fact, one would say it's got less town, but
Is there a bounty board in this town?
For
negative.
Alright, where are we trying to get to again?
You're
I'm
some
sorry.
And how far away is that?
On foot?
couple
That's
weeks
usually
by
how it
foot.
works.
Yeah.
I complain that.
It'll be a while. But
I'm like,
Ugh.
Very well, then I guess I shall attempt to break some hearts in this shanty of a town.
Tuesday
No
and
need to
Thursday.
go too far exploring.
6 to 9.
Are you going to
Nothing
dance?
I'm
Unless
gonna...
Maybe
I'm
like
going
3
to do
something.
whatever it takes.
Working clipping or something.
do you know there's about a good 3 taverns?
Off tomorrow.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
hit
work
all 3
Tuesday.
of them. I'm gonna make all 3 my bid.
I'm going to head back to the ship so as not to witness this performance.
You have to work on the cannons in the ship and see if I can do any kind of work for the local guild while
Once
I'm
you
here.
come back, you'll probably get less hours.
I'm gonna do a little shopping, see if I can find a sword.
Do me a favor.
It's not a
Go on
bad
a
idea.
calculator and look up.
There
How
are
much is it?
lots of blacksmiths, he said.
Yeah.
51 plus 14.
We could wander around and look at all the shops.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I have 65 HP.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take my plate in the kitchen.
Did we technically take a rest? So did I get my hit points back or no from last time?
You guys probably rested once, yeah? No, actually, no, you guys haven't rested yet.
Not yet.
So I'm still at 29.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Okay.
I'm still at 1.
So, you know, maybe want to head back to the ship. I'm going to take a nap. Because I'm tired.
You'll be hearing a lot of hammering and sawing.
I don't think it's going to matter. Hefting
I'm
cannonballs and cannons and stuff for hours on end to fight a giant bird is a lot of work.
If you really want something,
Hey, just a little bit.
Kurt, I'm starting at the stunted pony.
Stunton pony.
How appropriate.
They're not gonna see it coming. They're just
We're
gonna
coming too
they're
late,
gonna get
buddy.
wrecked. There's gonna be
If
a
we
lot
take
of upset housewives after tonight.
That's why I
A
said it
lot
doesn't take too long.
of upset housewives.
How's McDonald's closed?
In fact, I would venture so far as to say all
It should be done by
the
now.
upset housewives.
For now.
As you walk in, you notice that behind the bar is a mounted head of a small horse. The horse's head seems to be about the size of your head almost.
Quaint. My good barkeep.
Whoa there! been a while since we've seen a halfling around these parts.
And I can promise you that this will be the best halfling you've ever seen.
Oh, yeah?
I'm traveling entertainment.
Let's
I'm
see.
just that.
I know, I do too.
You were part of the airship that crashed here, aren't you?
Alas, yes, I was.
Huh. Been expecting a few weird visitors.
Weird?
Weird in these parts, anyway.
I suppose.
They said there were monsters on board that ship.
There was what on board?
Monsters.
Oh, no.
Demons the size of houses and talking backpacks.
No, the backpack.
I heard they had a centaur on that ship.
A what tiger?
Like, you know, a tiger that could walk and talk.
Sure, my dear child. Yes. In fact, most of that is true.
I'm troubled up.
The only part that is not, of course, is that there are monsters. The tiger that walks is actually nothing more than my pet kitty.
Into the cheesecake.
I use him for various things, but he's just an awakened tiger. Don't let it get to your head. It's pretty interesting, actually. We call him the captain.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that a statue up at the front of the ship.
Who's
He
that
does.
for?
He does. It is exact likeness, except for in size. He is much larger than that.
Good Lord.
He probably stands more than double your height, my good man.
What's the world coming to? Tigers in the sky.
Indeed. What's more furious is that he is, in fact, a captain. Awakened or not, he is proved to be rather amazing at his job.
You take orders from a 12-tall tiger.
My good man, a foot tiger was staring you down in the face.
You know,
You do something.
you make a good point.
Our captain is not someone to easily work around. He's very strict, very demanding, but I respect him with every bit of my heart.
Cause the way of the cat just napping on a windowsill.
This is when you need ghost sound.
Prestidigitation works.
Oh yeah, it does now. So what can I get you?
Again, I am traveling entertainment. I myself I like to garnish a smile where I can, and possibly make tips. I've been in many taverns all across the continent, and I can tell you that every single tavern that I have stepped foot in has nearly tripled, if not more, their sales that day that I was there. I would like to make the same offer. I will gladly perform for your people and to perform to bring in more people into your establishment. And all I ask is for minor tips, maybe a drink or two for just myself.
Suppose I could manage that. Give you a drink if you want to perform. I've always heard that halfling songs are the best.
Oh, indeed they are.
They love to tell stories.
We do. And what better way to tell a story than through a song or perhaps a dance? And at this point, I just kind of drop my cloak to the floor and reveal that I'm nearly naked now. Nearly naked.
Oh, it's going to be that kind of performance because we have a room in the back.
It will not be that kind of performance. I just find that mortal clothing slows me down.
I see. Well, have at it. I'm sure the boys will love you.
Oh my god.
Indeed they will. And this begins.
Hey, Brink, can you give me a perception check?
Yay. Is there... Oh, yeah, damn.
Sorry. Okay. You see a chair slowly scooting your way.
I ignore the chair and just continue my dance of seduction. Damn it, Lewis.
You're doing so well.
I'm gonna target all 4 members of this place, as well as attempt to lure in other people from outside.
Alrighty.
I'm excited.
And say you're slowly moving towards Mirage there, creeping on her.
Also, fun fact, Kurt, I don't know if you were here when I told everybody else what I got at level 6.
What'd you get at level 6?
I get Mantle of Majesty.
I don't remember what that does.
Mantle of Majesty lets me use the command spell as a bonus action on each of my turns for up to 1 minute for free.
Nice.
Yep. And if anybody is charmed by me, they automatically fail their save.
Nice.
The command.
It makes the big illusion over top of the other one.
Huh?
Which one makes like?
They
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this makes me look extremely, extremely beautiful.
I got you. Dude, wouldn't it be funny to be a bard of that class and be like fucking look like the name?
I'm Randall the Clown.
Just be this hideous monstrosity lurking around and suddenly charm everyone.
So I just realized I said I'm back like 2 minutes ago, and
Push to talk is your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyways, Kurt, did I find anywhere to find like a sword or
Yeah,
something?
there's plenty of places to find swords around here.
I'm talking about like high quality.
High quality? Let's see.
Or even custom made.
Custom? Two of the
a hunting horn.
There's one shop run by Dwarven Smith who will he says he's got the best wares this Azak.
I'm going to have him make me a short. I'm going to go talk to him and see if I can have him make me a sword then.
What kind of sword you want?
Let's see. I'm going to say a short sword. Just a
Little weenie weapon, I understand. Anything special you'd like, sir?
Well, what can you do to it?
Oh, well, I can smith it really well and make it real nice. But, I mean, do you want anything custom on it? You mentioned something about custom sword jobs.
Basically...
I couldn't help myself.
God damn it, Kurt. Basically something in Harpy design.
Harpy design? What does a Harpy know about smoothing the boy a sword?
Nothing. But I'd gladly pay for it.
I suppose I could do some wings on the hilt or something. Maybe a bird's foot on the bottom of it. Oh god.
Why don't you just put a
bag of birdseed on it?
Birdseed.
Just fills the hilt with bird seeds. Just like unscrew the bottom of it. Get bird seed out of it.
Just super disrespectful about it.
Too.
Whenever I swing the sword, it just rattles.
It's like one of
It
those little bird
summons a flock of pigeons.
Oh my god, I'm just imagining it being like one of those, like, you know, those like parrot toys where you click on the what's it? Where you basically press a button and the parrot repeats whatever you say. A repeating greatsword.
Let's see.
And I will be back in a minute.
Alright.
Have a snack.
You're probably like crash ship, aren't you? I thought just like coming from there.
Yes, it was not a fun way to get here, I will say that.
I can imagine. Well, let's see. Actually, oh man, that's expensive. Holy shit. Do you want this to be magical in any sort of regard? I could do minor, nothing fancy.
How much would it be?
I'm also looking that up myself because I can't remember how much. I know they're freaking expensive as shit. Brandon's not here, is he?
Nope.
Hmm.
Did everybody leave?
Yep.
I'm looking at magic item prices. So no, it's a lot.
You're about to spend a lot of money.
I know it's then like. Oh, it's not. I mean, that's not too bad. Maybe out of range, maybe. So if what a magically says, 300 gold, and I have it on my time takes off.
How much?
300 gold.
Sure.
Alright then. You got 300 gold to give?
Yes, I do actually.
Alrighty. So he's going to be working on that. Let me do Brandon's tips. And are you getting drunk, Brandon?
No.
Okay. Say the human beer's not that strong.
No, I would probably at best drink maybe a half a cup. Since the mimic is here, I do believe that Mirage would go out on a limb and offer to buy him a drink.
You notice people complain all the time about sitting on them and him licking their butts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's got
that
tasty.
That's another pair.
The chair's giving you hungry eyes.
Hungry
I don't eat booty.
You ain't touching my booty. But I don't mind having him around as like bodyguard.
Let's see. Hey, is Tyler there? Tyler's not here, is he?
They want to make a sandwich.
Sandwich. You're taking a rest. You can do a long rest, yeah. Oh, he is missing. No, he's there.
Jack B.
Lewis. Yeah, Lewis is missing from Roll20.
My computer is acting up, so I gotta switch to a different browser. I'm getting back in now.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm back in here.
Welcome back.
So this is going to be random.
Huh?
Is there a store of books?
A store of books?
Yes.
Definitely not.
Shame.
Definitely not books.
So what's going on exactly? What I miss?
Tyler, can you give me a carpentry check since you work on our shipwright or whatever? I don't remember. Carpenter's tools.
This place gets a 1 star on my Yelp review.
You ain't wrong.
3.
I'm surprised you're even giving it a star there, Oler.
Well, it gets a star because, you know, you guys got to land here and get repaired. Not me. I was on the giant boat that you abandoned me to.
I didn't do shit.
As far as I'm concerned, it was a group decision, and it's in the black book against all of you.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're not here.
No, he is.
I am now.
Okay.
Yeah, she got dropped off by the warriors or the guardians or whoever they were.
Military?
Pretty much.
Militia.
Giant bounty hunters that like to fight giant monsters. So Tyler, did you break a nail, or did you break a nail?
Broke a like an iron nail.
Ah.
I just imagining on the chip, just trying to smack him, just kind of started bending as I'm hitting him, just getting more and more frustrated.
That happens too often. You should use halflings. They make great hammers.
I thought you were going to make great nails, and I was smack you. That's a pun, and you stop it.
That was a joke that you should have made.
I mean, it kind of is.
Fits your character.
Mm-hmm. I really could adjust that daggone script that I've got.
The what?
My script. I got macros set up to ping everybody when I want to ping them, and right now, most of them start the same way, but I'm gonna remove it where it doesn't do that anymore. Yep.
So, in my relaxingness, walking around, I'm going to come back to the ship and tell the Harpy that she needs to take a break.
Fine, but I guess.
I mean, if you feel like you can keep doing stuff, do it, but you were just knocked unconscious.
I was.
By the giant bird?
Yeah.
Yeah, my brain probably is for the best.
At least an hour or two.
And where would you recommend?
I don't know. This place is pretty small. Don't go to the taverns, or Mirage may swindle you out of your money.
No! Allies are safe. The allies are safe.
You say that since last time.
I'm muting my mic so I can nod in disapproval, Brandon.
Let's just go wandering around and find something, yes?
That's what I did. There are a couple empty docks that are fairly pleasant alone time spaces.
Sounds like a good idea. Need a nap. I'm just gonna start. Which way would you recommend? This way? Just pointing.
Yeah, just pointing.
Voice in your head simply says, you know, the Stunted Pony is like a great place this time of year.
So the Stunted Pony?
As you're walking through town, you do know that one of the taverns is absolutely hooping and hollering and yelling coming from it, and it's a Stunted Pony.
I'm just gonna peek my head in and see what's going on.
Wisdom save.
Do I actually have to say do wisdom save?
No. You definitely see Mirage. You barely see Mirage around the crowd of men that are cheering for her. You see a chair lurking around, sliding around, licking people occasionally.
My God.
Why are you licking them?
He has to taste them first, obviously, to make sure they taste good.
Let's maybe go to another bar. I don't want to
I
be.
wanted to devour them.
because I'm on my way.
I'd rather not deal with a licky, touchy-feely chair.
I wanted to be a chair so I can eat somebody that sits on me. Damn it! I didn't want to lick their butts.
But you gotta know if they taste good first.
I don't care if they taste good. I'm a mimic. I don't have
Swiggity-twooty,
taste
you're not
buds.
coming from my booty. And I'm gonna start walking away.
Oh, that booty gonna be mine, boy.
Another reason I'm glad I can fly.
Do you want to actually attempt to eat somebody?
Boy.
Lewis,
Yeah, boy.
do you want to actually attempt to eat somebody?
I'm gonna sit there until somebody sits down.
And then...
I'm going to devour. I'm gonna try to get him in one gulp. That way nobody knows I'm doing it.
Curtis,
You know
can I
what?
make
Appear
an
from a
insight
distance.
check to see if he's going to attempt to eat them?
what are you gonna do about it?
He's gonna make 2 wisdom saves, and if he fails first, he fails the second one. I
Why are
can
you trying to stop
promise
me from
you.
what I'm born to do?
Oh yes, it would.
He said,
Why
why?
are you trying to me?
Oh, because I don't want you eating people in our town. And not, well,
Who
not ours,
cares?
but this town.
One
I
person
care.
will-
I do.
I'm
We're
a
trying
mimic.
to-
That's what I do.
We're trying to set a good name.
Well, if he disappears instantly, nobody will know what happened.
Yeah, you're gonna die if you do that. Like,
Louis,
they're
you're
not
gonna
throw
die.
you in jail. They're just literally gonna kill you.
And probably try to kill
I'm a
us.
mimic. I eat things. Okay.
No,
All right,
no.
to the next bar.
We would disown him immediately.
Alright, let him try it.
Still doing it.
Yep, it'll be end of his character.
Alright, well, give me a check, see if you can try someone down and bite.
What am I rolling?
Strength. You managed to get most of them down. Did one bite. You do see your chair friend attempting to eat somebody. Like, most of their body inside of him at this chair's kind of bottom out, touching the floor.
Louis, wisdom save.
Why you gotta do this? Let me be my character.
I'm letting you be your character, and I'm just playing my character.
Your character is not supposed to hurt me.
He's not.
Your character's not, ain't she? Oh, damn.
Spit him out now. You
He's
have to
already
obey.
dead. The acid burned him up.
No, it's not instant, is it?
No. Takes a turn.
When I bite, it does.
You're not trying to bite, you're trying to swallow whole.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't.
Ashley.
I don't want to spit him out.
You have no.
You're being commanded to. You spit him out. You failed the wisdom save.
This is no fun. All right.
You're that hungry. We can get you food. It's not a problem.
I want people. Damn it.
I can understand that, but you can't be eating the patrons of taverns.
One won't hurt. Hello.
Yes, it will.
Why you keep me from being me?
I'm not trying to stop you from being you, Nazuul. I'm simply trying to make it where the guards do not try to kill us.
Blah.
Blah, indeed.
There might be hobos that won't be missed.
I'm going to
Executed
scurry out,
criminal.
and I'm going to make a chair into another tavern and eat somebody when everybody's around.
Technically, you're still charmed by Brandon.
Well, I'm leaving, so I can't be charmed. Leave me alone.
Are you going to allow him to leave, Mirage?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, I'll allow him to leave.
Alright.
But I will
don't
be
like being
dropping a little word in the guards' eyes or ears.
I got you.
Controlled by other people. No. I'm leaving. Go off on my own adventure.
So where is
The
the
misadventures
next
of Nazuul.
nearest bar? Feel like the licky chair.
Next nearest bar would be, what is it, Grim Whiskers Brewery?
Yeah.
It's a dwarven bar.
Oh, I'll see what they have. This sound good, Hime?
Yes. Dwarven ale is very good.
You know that.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's some commotion in this bar, but as soon as you come in, it all stops, and all the dwarves start giving you weird looks.
What? Is my coin not good enough for you? It's gonna drink coins.
The barkeep says, coins fine with me, just ignore them. We don't get a whole lot we don't get a whole lot of non-dwarves in this area.
Fair enough. Give me insert alcoholic fruity drink here.
Alcoholic fruity drink? We don't got anything fruity here.
Oh,
if you want something fruity, you can get a stunted pony.
I'd rather not. There's a chair there that was starting to lick people, and I got concerned.
A what?
Be aware, of a licking chair.
Uh-huh.
I'm not drunk yet.
So, a licking chair, an Oni, or a giant demon, and a harpy walk into a bar. Is this the start of some kind of sort of joke?
It might start off like one, but it might end up a horror story, depending on who else comes in.
I see. Let me look.
I've had a very long day dealing with a rock.
Oh, that makes sense, I suppose. That crashed ship, that explained the demon and the harpy.
And also the licking chair. Unfortunately, he's part of our crew.
That is unfortunate.
So, what do you recommend?
Well, how strong is your gut? I don't know much about harpies, I'm gonna be honest.
We don't always have the strongest of guts. Just something that has a good taste.
I might be able to pull up something. Most people come here because they want to get smashed. I hear a couple of cheers around the room.
So, how much would a round be for the room?
A round for the room.
I was actually thinking the same exact thing. Or could pay or buy a round for the room just to kind of put everybody at ease.
How fancy are you wanting this round to be?
Mid?
Mid?
Yeah.
Something not really cheap, but not the most expensive thing either.
We're gonna say 3 gold. A whole lot of people in here, and it's not super expensive.
3?
3 gold, yeah.
Alright, I'm doing it.
You buy a round?
Yep.
All dwarves cheer twice. They get their free alcohol.
I'm going to another bar.
You notice the talking kind of resumes in spite of you guys now.
Good. That was the idea.
Yep. Exact thinking.
Which bar are you going to? There's 3.
One that I know none of my people is going to be at.
There's a super cheap one.
That's what I'm going to.
This is mostly empty.
I'm just going to be hold on.
You see, and Brandon, I guess you're going to the same one they're at.
Yeah.
16 to be a love seat.
Love? I didn't know we had a love seat in here.
A love seat.
I'm just going to sit there until somebody sits on me.
You gonna try swam a hole again?
This time I'm gonna be a little more careful and make sure they ain't got nothing I can catch. Before I decide I'm gonna chew down some ass.
Give me a stealth check real quick.
Oh, come on.
Let's see how sneaky you're being. Alright, you're being decently sneaky. Yeah, Mirage, you walk in, the dwarves actually pay you absolutely no mind. You're 100% sure they see you. They're mostly concerned being in their little groups. And you see the Oni and be at the bar.
Mirage, good to see you. How'd it go?
I won't say that it was terrible.
I
the
did by
people in
chance.
this, the
Go ahead.
people in this small port town, they're not the most. Mm-mm. I'm not sure the correct word here, but they're not the best of people, but they're not the worst of people either. I
Care
have
for a
dealt
drink?
with much worse.
That's good.
I would not. No, no, no. If I drank too much, an upset stomach would be the last thing that I would need.
Fine dwarven
How about
ale.
a song? A song of my people?
Big
Song of
booty,
Fire and
bitches,
Ice.
big booty, bitches.
Song of fire and ice.
Barkeep,
Don't worry,
here's
I
your
was,
gold.
no,
Alright.
not that kind of song.
Ah.
Just a drinking song.
I'm also
Barkeep,
gonna
what
pay
say
the
you?
barkeep real quick. And a good drinking song should seem fun. Especially with this group of good fellas here.
No any dwarven shanties.
Is that
I
for
do,
me,
in
Kurt?
fact.
Hang
I do, in
on a second.
fact.
Dwarven.
Roll me damage real quick.
I'm gonna be honest. Hime has started contemplating opening her own bar at the end of this adventure.
You ain't the only one.
Why wait?
Why wait is exactly my word.
Make a
Thank you,
bar
God.
ship.
Oh my God.
I'm not putting a
Going to
bar
be
on the
a
ship
bar.
because the ship got destroyed.
The traveling bar.
I'm gonna be a bar, and I'm gonna eat people as they come inside me.
Well, thing is, you don't have to go cross country. You just kind of go from town to town.
Mm-hmm.
Not. Go ahead. Not talking about like crossing completely crossing oceans. I'm talking about like you go to this town here, fly a couple days, go to the next town. You have some entertainment. Basically, traveling drunken circus.
Those
Hey, Lewis,
soldiers
can you roll me
traced that
damage?
thing.
Hmm?
Oh.
Lewis,
Oh, go ahead, Kurt.
Lewis, can you roll damage for your buck attack? No.
Those soldiers chased that thing across the continent, pretty much.
Damage. Click the damage button.
Bite.
The bite damage.
And hit the bite. Yeah, press the bite. There you go.
You could always do like Sean's dwarven character he made one campaign.
Just have the fucking tavern on his back.
Yeah. Just put the keg on my back and walk around fermenting my own brews.
Alright, I'm just gonna scurry out.
Scurry, drag yourself out.
Stealthily.
Give me a stealth check. Oh, you're still being somewhat a little bit stealthy.
Guessing that was a success.
Nice. I'm going back to the ship.
Sing. Halfling.
Right? Singing.
Sing us a
A
song,
dwarven
Piano Man.
shanty. Piano Man.
You know a couple of enchanties.
You know this one about mountains and gold. Dragons of old.
And the other one about mountains of gold. Oh yeah, there's that one about mountains of gold too.
I feel like I'd bust into a mixture of the Land of Bear and Eagle song from King Arthur and friggin' Oakenshield Far Over Misty Mountain. A little bit of both.
Just ad-libbing.
They both give me.
Where are you going, by the way? You going back to the ship, Lewis?
Yeah.
Alright. Boom. There we go. All right. Dwarven Shanties. Let's see.
Digging a hole.
I
Digging
am a
a hole.
dwarf and I'm digging.
The dwarves are still most ignoring you.
What? What a 23 performance.
We did some. We did buy them a round or two before you came in the door.
I mean, that's fine, but ignoring me? I will not have it.
I just kind of slowly scooching away from the situation.
Yeah, what? He made his checks.
What does he do? He just like intensely stares at me.
Yeah, he's staring at you really hard, like he's watching what you're doing. Kind of makes the pointing his eyes and pointing you, and follow you all the way to the boat.
Like he can stop me. I do the same thing. A little hand comes up out of the love seat. Eyes point towards you, like boom, 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 like the hand motion. Up on the ship.
Louis gonna kill us all.
Yeah. I don't even
And it
know
will
why y'all get worried about this kind of stuff. It's just all fun and
I
games.
think this is funny as hell. I know this is funny as hell.
I just feel like it sucks because every time I try to do something fun, everybody stops me from doing it.
Because your idea of fun is putting everyone at risk is the problem.
How's that risk everybody if it's me?
Because
You're associated with us.
Back to the ship. Which we have to go back to.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey,
Let's see.
hate one lonely boy.
Maybe two dwarves look your way and toss coins, but for the most part, Brandon, they're still ignoring you.
I'm not trying to get coins. I'm just trying to improve the morale of the area.
They seem grumpy, but you feel like that's as happy as they get.
I've done success here. I'm successful.
You could buy them around.
Buy them around.
Oh hell no!
I'll make them happy.
Tip my hat and I walk out the bar.
I'm gonna follow you. I'm done
Note
drinking.
myself not to come back there.
Made more silver, Brandon.
I made how much more?
4 silver.
Whoa! Yeah.
I'm gonna go drink. Kind of give them a nod to the bartender. Thank you. Have a good evening, y'all. And then I'm gonna slightly stumble out the door. Man.
Stumbling.
It's parentheses little.
I like to think that no matter where you're at, there's just some cat that's still near you, watching you. This cat does that thing where, like, I'm not following you. I just happen to be in the same room as you at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, if the harpy has a hard time walking, I suppose she doesn't weigh anything. She can always hitch a ride.
I'm back. Had to sign a paper saying I still live here from the RA.
Dude.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Hey, Tyler, why don't you give me a
Yeah.
Constitution save?
Oh god. I'm actually proficient in that.
Not too shabby.
Ain't no charisma.
Yeah. You hold your liquor. You're pretty good. And pretty good buzz, but nothing too crazy.
Good. What do you do with a
Nice.
drunken harpy? What do you do with a drunken harpy?
Yeah, you're not 100% sure about flying right now, but you can definitely walk.
What do you do with a drunken mimic? What do you do with a drunken mimic?
So where to for the rest of you?
Next bar?
There are no more bars. It's a small town.
I'm digesting and I'm gonna find some beer laying around and I'm gonna drink it.
The last bar would be the chummiest bar, the cheap one, from what I've heard.
Oh yeah?
And the likes of my body do not step into any cheap bar.
Oh.
If can be avoided.
Alcohol?
Cheap
No
alcohol is
thank
sometimes
you.
always good alcohol.
Usually enough to knock you out. But rot gut never
Very
sits well.
If you wish for cheap alcohol, I will get for you outside the cheap bar. And
No,
I won't step in myself.
we should probably head back to the ship to ensure
Let's
that
just
everyone's
look
there.
That is my thought.
I
I
maybe
suppose.
browse
I've
through the
got a-
markets, just see what trinkets we could find. For souvenir. Oh, we should start some souvenirs.
Most of the shops are actually all mostly closed by now.
Mirage.
Yes.
Methinks that one drink was too much.
Do you think one drink was too much? How
You hear
drunk
off
are
in the
you, my good
distance.
friend?
Thought.
I want a souvenir.
You should have kept your mug.
Oh no, not the mug. Something like I don't know. I'll figure something out. And then once we get back to the ship, I'm gonna build a small little bookshelf in my room. Damn.
Or, put some wood together.
That's basically. I'm just imagining like this really tilted, like half-assed shelf that's just kind of sitting there on the middle of the room.
You kind of just nail a 2x4 to the wall.
It's
And then fuck it.
That's what I'm thinking. Not perfectly straight either. Actually,
No.
let me roll to see if I can actually get it straight.
No.
It's pretty tilted.
Yeah.
Great.
As you guys come back to the ship, you do see a guard standing at your ship.
Hail, guardsman.
Hail, he points at Mirage. Hey, I saw your friend lurch back on the ship.
Did he seem normally large?
Well, he was some sort of large chair, but seemed kind of goopy. I don't know. Aren't they like kind of goopy?
Sometimes. It depends on his mood.
I see.
Sometimes he's a pair of panties.
Did he cause any trouble?
Not as far as I know.
Very well. If
I just saw him sneaking around town as some sort of large chair. I don't know what he's thinking.
he does that from time to time. I believe he thinks he's a kitchen sink. He just can't for the life get that one right.
Mm-hmm.
But he makes a really good backpack.
Only sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, my good man, if you do in fact find that he has caused any trouble, please let us know, and I will inform our captain and have him as he wishes with the wait.
Alrighty.
Thank you, my
He
man.
goes along to his room.
Going to go onto the ship.
Was that the guard or?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
What do you say about me?
On the ship, you do see what appears to be a love chair that is sagging a bit, making weird gurgly noises that you think you've heard before once.
Hey, Kerr.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, how long, time-wise, would have passed since Lewis and I were in a bar?
Probably not too awful long.
I think maybe an hour or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I wasn't thinking it was that long.
Well, you go into the bar and just start singing.
Yeah. Nazuul, did you enjoy your time upon the town?
I.
As you open his mouth, you hear, help! Nothing. I'm joking.
And my dearest Nazuul, I'm going to have any commotion from the town folk in the morning.
No. I did it pretty stealthily. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I can't
Eat some more, eat some more.
Say, I'm not gonna be listening for a bit.
you you know exactly what that means.
Nazuul, I can assure you that if any trouble arises from this incident, you won't have to worry about the captain. I will throw you overboard myself.
I've lived a long life. You want to take a shower?
You just hear some random screamings of "It's perfect" from below deck.
Oh,
I'm banging.
I believe it that we all retire for the night before any more trouble arises.
Did you not eat right next to the mic?
I was gonna say, this entire time I've kind of just been at the ship. In the nest,
You went into the sword thing.
Yeah, but after that, I've just been kind of lounging around in the Harpy's nest.
I'm gonna say, as you guys go downstairs to your bedrooms, you do see that door is open. You see a crooked plank nailed to the wall with about nails.
It's beautiful.
You poor delusional child. Poor.
I'm a
delusional
carpentress.
child. Oh boy, I'm gonna have some fun with this. I'm actually going to minor illusion that one of the nails just kind of like pings out, makes the pinging noise like it's the ground.
Ding! Right, when you try to fix it, I immediately just like start to slam the hammer back down, somehow improve it a little bit.
Yeah, say you see that the Harpy is Aello is definitely testing stuff, putting on top there, and when it slide off straight, she'd put a nail into the wall to hold it there.
Silent image of a small round object rolling across the top of the shelf. Knowing well that he did put it there, or that she didn't put it there, I'm just gonna silent image that it's there, and it starts rolling like it's gonna fall and shatter.
Slap, bang, 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 bang. I'm actually improving on my scores.
Minor illusion of another ping as the nail falls out. My goal is here is to make this the most beautiful freaking bookshelf ever by the time it's done. Again, minor illusion. Ping, ping, ping.
Holy shit!
Success.
Like a couple of bangs later, it's just like this perfect mahogany, like gilded, like carved, beautiful bookshelf. Perfectly straight.
I'm not an approval and walk away.
It's beautiful.
That is a job well done.
It is. I'm so proud of it.
See? Inspiration without being a bard. Actually being a bard.
So, you broke it to make it better?
I did. I absolutely did.
It just goes to show, if you beat something hard enough with a hammer or a wrench, it will eventually fix itself.
And this was all done with just illusions, so nothing ever actually changed from my side at all. It was just literally making him think that it changed. That's fucking beautiful.
The next day, dun dun dun. And you wake up with a beautiful shelf in your wall, and your name is spelled out in nails across it.
I think I did a good job. Did I do that job? I totally did that job.
Get an intelligence check.
Like, when I was saying that, I'm like, I did this. Even though I did this.
You kind of think that Mirage did it a little bit.
No.
You're like, she would never use a hammer. What? Wait, is that why?
Gotta go ask.
What happened? I guess kind of like rub my head a little bit, kind of going up to...
As you stand up off your bed, you see a huge handful of nails scattered all across the floor.
And that definitely seems like a Mirage thing.
I just kind of like rub my head, close my eyes, and like, I made this, I made this, I made this,
You see about 3 failed shelves laying on the floor.
I definitely made those. I just kind of like awkwardly point over and like, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. And just kind of gather him up, put him up into a scrap bin or something, and just walk upstairs like, I did this, did this, think I did this perfectly the first try.
Good morning, Aello. What did you do?
I made that, and I just kind of point toward. I made a beautiful shelf.
And what a marvelous job you did.
Thank you, thank you. My head hurts just a little.
You see on the docks, the guild members seem to be lurking around, talking to the dock hands and what have you.
Morning, fellows. I just kind of like wave.
Oh, you guys are up.
I
Figured we'd let you all wake up before we start banging on stuff.
highly appreciate it. Thank you.
We didn't want to piss off any certain giant 8-foot-tall demons with giant bloody swords. Nothing of that nature, you know.
I wouldn't blame you, but I will admit she is quite a heavy sleeper.
I'd rather not take my chances, if you know what I mean.
Also, very fair and valid point.
Ignoring this studiously, by the way.
You look back at Koma's sword, it doesn't really seem to be bloody at all.
Okie dokie.
That's hilarious.
It is funny. You see the
Captain.
Captain, are you around?
Yeah,
Are you sleeping on the deck?
maybe.
Maybe.
'Tis such a lovely day out.
That it is. That it is. Captain,
I'm sorry, what was your question, Firstmate?
Oh no, not a question. I have a matter that I'd like to discuss with you. It
Okay.
could be beneficial and lucrative, but only if.
I'm listening.
Captain, I'd like to start a tavern.
Oh?
I would indeed.
Does that mean you'll be leaving us?
No. Not even quite. Not even quite. I wish to take the tavern to the sky.
You wish to turn part of the ship into a tavern?
I do. Think about it, Captain. We could travel from port city to port city, park off the side, and show the towns what a real tavern is supposed to be as. These rinky-dink little taverns here are cute and quaint. They're not quite up to par.
Interesting. I like the idea, although we'll probably have to get some help to staff it. I can imagine most folk will be happy about monsters flying in and then trying to sell them alcohol.
It'll be a monstrous good time.
Indeed it will.
Aello,
Well, if you need any help or resources, let me know.
What'd you say, Mirage?
I said stick to carpentry, my darling. Stick to carpentry. You do such a fantastic job of that.
Yeah, thank you. I just kind of like smile, like smirk proudly to myself, kind of like waving a hand at you, like yeah.
Captain, I'm not entirely sure that I wish to take resources for this. I wish to do it almost on my own. I mean, any help would be much appreciated, but I do feel that this is something that I've always wanted.
Do you wish for me to draft up a design of a ship?
I see.
It
Well,
wouldn't hurt.
if there's anything I can do to be of assistance, merely let me know.
Absolutely, Captain. I mean, it is your ship. I would dare not do anything against your will or your ship. But I figured it'd be best to get you involved with this, as there would be many there for back scratches and even the
That sounds like a pleasant time.
Indeed it does.
You've sold me on the matter, Firstmate.
Very well. I shall begin my thought process on the whole matter. It may take
Do you
a
need
while.
recipe?
I would adore recipes. In fact, I was going to go back into town and see if I could procure some from the dwarves and from the stunted pony, as it were. I don't so much care for cheap bars. I feel that a tavern of our caliber would have to be of the utmost. The finest decors, the finest liquors, and
Brandon?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Seven Deadly Sins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Meliodas' tavern is on the back page. That's actually kind of what I was thinking, but of course not on the ground, just kind of flying in the harbor.
And I think we should probably make that as a separate ship. In all honesty.
It wouldn't hurt to be a separate ship, but it would cause quite a lot of complications. Do you not agree?
Maybe, depending on how it's designed. It could be quite interesting to have a ship within a ship.
Like a carrier of some sort?
Exactly. That way we have basically a base, and then we can use this ship or something smaller and lighter to go out and collect some bounties if we desire.
I see. I like the idea of it. Let us know what you can come up with.
I'll start working on some designs throughout later in the day. I want to get a souvenir first.
There's still several days of work to be done on the ship. Take your time.
Mini volcano. Oh god, mini volcano.
Mini volcano?
Pizza roll, straight out the oven.
Roll
Mini
to be a
volcano.
mini volcano. I just spurt ooze out of me instead of freaking lava.
Ew.
Not on the ship, please.
It's not actually ooze. It's a mushed up human they ate.
Still not on the ship, please.
17 to be a mini volcano. I'm gonna spew up the leftover homie I didn't want to eat. Like the little gristly bits I don't like.
You see, black workers are on the ship. Yes.
Prestidigitation.
And they will probably report that.
You still gonna start erupting pizza gristle and bone?
Yeah.
And with that, I am off. Anybody want to join me in the market square?
Onward to the market square.
Do you need anything from town while we're out?
I'm quite satiated, thank you though.
Concho, do you need anything?
I'm good, Hime, thank you.
Very well.
After my spew, I was trying to turn into a backpack, but I turned it into a freaking satchel instead.
I'm guessing you want to go, Nazuul.
I want to go.
A large satchel that's still devout. Kind of imagine you spit out pellets.
Like an owl?
Like an owl. Yeah.
Oh god.
I dig it.
It's gross. What were you were like? How? I don't know.
Just the bones and gristle and.
How is that any grosser than what he was just describing with the volcano?
It's a bit less gross to me. A pellet at least is not oozy and gooey.
Yeah.
Poo
It's like a gusher of grossness.
Gosh, so gross.
I'm gonna turn into a satchel and I want somebody to take me with them because I want to drink. I'm parched.
We're not going to the tavern.
Why?
Someone just dip him in the water.
Can you swim, Nazuul?
I can explain. I'm an ooze. I float on water. At least I think I do.
Well, right now you might sink.
Would you like to find
I'm
out?
a little full.
You are a little full. You might sink.
Are you gonna touch me? Question mark. Is
If
that
you
a
think you can go
reverse
swimming.
athletics check? Out of character? Is that a reverse athletics check? Unless you want to be the next pellet that comes out my ass. She touching me. Unless you're taking me to a bar to get me some booze.
You're the threat.
There's no need to dip me in the water and leave me there. At least I think I'm a little useful here in some situations.
I just said dip you in the water to get a drink since you're a satchel.
Not you. Talking about anybody else wanting to drop me in there and leave me.
I was saying that out of character, honestly.
Were you?
Remember that
I
orc?
actually was.
Yeah, that was me.
Alright, Kurt, I'm going to the Stunted Pony.
Alright.
Hop
Market
up the
Square.
barkeep.
Following
It's
the
a little
harpy.
early for your customers if you're looking for them.
Actually, I'm here for you today.
For me,
Mm-hmm. I have decided that I would like to make a tavern as well. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah?
gonna lie about it. I'm going to be completely honest. I would like to make a tavern, and I'm going to spend the next however many months searching the realm, as it were, for the finest of ale. You're my first.
I see. Huh. Do I get, so you want recipes, what you tell me? What do I get out of this exactly?
Your name will be spread far and wide of where the great ale came from. And we're gonna pop out one of these bad boys.
Out of character, and your butt cheeks will spread farther than they've ever spread before.
Also, Louis, remember that we're recording.
I know.
Okay.
I'm giving the viewers some flavor if anybody even watches it.
Word flavor.
It would be nice to get some visitors from out of town. We don't really see too many. Most of them go to the dwarven shop.
Mm-hmm. Now, I was lying if I didn't tell you that I was going to visit there next. But from what I've heard, they've got much better recipes than you. You might want to dig as deep as you can back in the farthest ancient family recipes that you may have.
Well, I can always give you a town favorite. I don't know what else to give you. It's the Stunted Pony Special.
I will gladly take it.
Yeah, we found him wandering in town one day. Thing wasn't any bigger than you.
I'm. Nope, ignore that.
You found it?
A stunted pony. That name came from. Well, I didn't found it.
Yes.
Your grandfather.
Yes. I point the small pony's head on the wall. I'm
Yeah.
assuming it was that young fellow.
Yeah. Strangest thing. It said it lived a good 20 years and didn't never go.
Wow. Most interesting. So is that how you found your best recipe?
Well, no. I came from my great uncle was a monk. Learned something from the monastery he was in. He left because he didn't think they did it right.
That is very fair.
He talked my great granddad into making this bar.
A wise man, a wise decision on both their part. As the bar is still here, it must be going.
Yeah, honestly, the rumor is that the Dwarven Ale is better, but hey, what, we get more. So.
Dwarven ale is only better because it gets drunk quicker. But you may forget for many nights you are enduring. Human ale, of course, is fine and lasts a very long time. Sticks to your palate, as it were. Makes you remember all the good times you had.
Yeah, something like that. Look, I'm not much into myself. I mostly just sell it.
Very well.
It's still done by other members of my family.
So you don't have the recipe then?
Actually, I think I might. Let me go check the back here real quick.
Very well.
Hang on a second. A few
Mirage.
minutes later, he comes back. Says, all right. So, much 15 gold and a promise that you're not just going to hand this out.
15 gold.
15 gold for the recipe.
15 gold, my dear child.
Yeah, this is a secret family recipe. I don't know what you want from me. I'm not really supposed to be giving it out, if I'm entirely honest.
I can understand that, but
Are
I'm
you
not
dying?
asking for you to give it to me for free. Also, do bear in mind that I too am a potential business person myself. But 15 gold is a remarkable amount, even for someone of my stature. How about 10. 10, and a promise that every time that I come back into this port city, I will perform for you for free, and you get to keep all the tips.
Alrighty, I guess can't turn down that. Have yourself a deal.
And I will hand him 10 gold.
All right. You have a recipe. He hands you the recipe.
All right. And you said that this was called the Stunted Pony Special?
Yeah.
STS.
Literally says oranges, soak in water, add yeast.
Probably.
Don't forget.
What's that?
I was gonna say it was something about punching a lot because he's a monk, but stomping out.
Punch the oranges for flavor.
I'm going to take a bow and head out the door.
All right.
To the dwarven place.
Sorry about that.
Are you alive?
Yeah, I was chewing on a spree, and then when I was taking a swallow, one of the little corner pieces or whatever, chunks of it, tickled the back of my throat, and I'm like, oh.
Tickle your throat.
Gag.
What?
Brandon.
I didn't hear what you said.
Brandon's being a perv. That's what he's doing.
Well, I expected that.
I said, so we know who has the gag reflex here.
Me!
All right, going to the next.
All right.
Same thing.
Same thing. One dwarven ale secret. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, and I know that I'm not a dwarf per se, but I have always loved the ale that the dwarves make. I do feel that it is some of the finest.
You didn't even drink sip when you were in here.
I was on duty last night. I cannot drink while I'm on duty. I will speak in dwarven if he requires it, or if it will help to secure the deal. I will speak in dwarven.
I probably would, to be honest.
Then I will speak in his tongue the whole time.
This is gonna be. I don't know. We don't. Us dwarves like to buy our secrets ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
I understand, but think, what better way to keep your secret than to share it with someone as secretive as myself? I will be traveling the world. People will see me all over the place. Ale will become famous. And when they ask where I can get such fine ales, I will simply point them to the Grim Weaver's.
Judging by the clothes you were wearing, I don't think you keep many things secret.
Oh no, it's much, much, much harder to hide something when you have everything revealed. My secrets stay deep inside, and I can promise you that no one will find my. I have not hide them. I keep everything in the open except for that which is not supposed to be seen.
Chris goes under the bed.
Give me a persuasion check, Brandon. Persuasion. Nah, I'm sorry. I just can't. Even if you're speaking our language, I can't bring myself to give it to a non.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. There are other dwarves that have much better ale than you. I figured a little bit of advertisement was a good thing, and I'm going to begin walking up.
Go have fun finding them around here. Start
leaving. I don't need his ale anyway. It was terrible.
By the way, he rolled a nat 20 on that counter check. He was not going to be having your shit.
That's fair.
Oh man. I was gonna whisper something to Tyler. And,
Oh boy.
And are you still looking for trinkets? I guess that 8-foot tall demon looking for trinkets. You there?
I mean, we're wandering around, yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You want me to start rolling 1 or 2 D100s? Or do you have something planned?
Sure, we could do the trinket chart. I like the trinket chart. Trinket chart's great.
3 times.
Nope.
All right. So I stumble across a small cloth small cloth doll skewered with needles.
Mm-hmm.
2 toy soldiers, one with a missing head, and an old key.
Mm-hmm. Well then.
Perfect souvenirs. Perfect souvenirs.
Glad you found some. Though to be honest, they look kind of like junk to me.
Shh. Shh. Let us put a finger to your lips. Shh. Souvenirs.
Okay.
That's what's weird.
Should we head back?
If you'd like. Don't have much else to do in this town until the ship is being the ship is finished.
Unfortunately true. It's a shame there's not an arena or somewhere where we can get some sport.
You wishing for a spa of some kind?
Some days, I miss the monastery.
I can understand. What if I started tossing some bolts or rocks at you and maybe punching them out of the air or something?
It sounds fun, but it also sounds dangerous.
Whack.
I'm not
Not
so
talking
much
about, like-
concerned about me, but some of these humans may not appreciate.
Basically, Brandon.
Yeah, collecting shiny trinkets
More or less.
for your nest there.
No, for my bookshelf, that's perfectness.
Ah, you mean bookshelf version 6?
Version 1.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
I will, thank you very much.
I guess Mirage made all those other ones.
No. It was a mimic.
Ah,
We always blame the mimic on everything else.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna head back to the ship if the shopping is as lackluster as it seems.
Mirage, you going to the cheapo bar?
Mm,
They might have a fire gut.
I may do some rumor mills. And see
You
if
go lurk around.
Yeah, see if there's any word about this bar.
You do notice that around the bar area with the cheap people's bar, you see a bunch of written piece of paper stuck to the wall.
What do they say?
Something about a missing man. Some lady said her husband went to the bar and disappeared.
In the arms of the angel.
Is there a reward for finding the missing man, or what happened to him?
She said, looking at the paper, she says she can't promise a reward yet. It's gonna be super expensive, Tyler. Yeah.
No, I understand.
It's gonna be Newt.
Do I get bonus points for widowing somebody?
What kind of bonus points? Giant dickwad bonus points?
What if I eat her so she can be with her husband?
Finish drinking somebody.
Be free, young Padawan. Hew.
So yeah, you notice that most people don't really want to talk about the bar with that situation going on. You notice that most people are kind of avoiding it right now because they think they're like, "Oh, someone disappeared. It's strange."
Yeah.
You hear a couple people saying, "Oh yeah, no, I saw him walk in. I didn't see him walk out. I don't know what happened to him."
I will walk away from the bar with a very disgusted look on my face.
Some guards are over there investigating too, but the guards don't seem to be super interested in hearing any of the sob stories.
I'm okay with this.
So yeah, you head back to the ship.
I'm scurrying away from the ship.
Kurt, where's my sword by now?
No, that'll be done next day when the ship's fixed.
Ah, okay.
Is Crazy Eye Pete anywhere nearby?
Negative.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna leave the ship and I'm gonna go out into the city to look for potion salesman.
Potion sale?
Yeah.
Well, definitely know there won't be one of those here.
I'm still gonna go out and look, see if I can find anything interesting.
And as you're looking around, you definitely see a guard following you the entire time.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Seems to be following you wherever you go.
Do I notice him just out of the corner of my eye?
He's not being super sneaky about it. He's being to say he's following you.
I'm just gonna wave at him.
He does not wave back.
Oh, has he got like a shit eating grin on his face or anything?
No, he just kind of looks like he's watching you very carefully.
Okay, I'm gonna go and. Is there any food stalls nearby?
Yeah, there's a fish stall.
Do they cook? Do they look like they cook fish, or are they all raw?
Mostly salted fish. Salted fish.
Okay. I'm gonna go up and talk to the person and see how much a salted fish costs.
What are you still looking at, like a love seat, by the way?
I'm gonna turn into a statue of Aello, whatever.
The statue of the harpy.
Yep.
As if we do anything bad.
How much would a fish be?
Just a single fish?
Well.
Sorry about that.
How many would a dozen
about-
cost?
Oh, that was from another thing.
Dozen? I'll give you for a silver.
For a what?
A silver for a dozen.
I'll give you a gold, and I'll take the dozen.
Ready?
Okay.
Damn it.
You have a dozen salted dry fish.
I have 12.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna eat them. Popcorn. I'm just gonna go.
Very dry and salty, and you're not helping your thirst any.
I'm just gonna eat them all. I'm just gonna stroll down the street and see if there's like a drink stall or anything nearby.
Drink stall. There's a couple taverns.
Restaurants?
No.
Damn. Is the water clean here?
Well, it's entirely seawater, so there's that.
Is there like
You don't know.
is there like a fountain anywhere?
There is a well outside town.
There is one. There is.
Yeah, there's a well with some clean water.
I'm gonna go just take a sip out of that. The saltiness.
Nazuul's day out. You're still being followed by the guard the entire way.
I don't even care. Like I want to see him try something. I'm not doing anything suspicious. I'm just out strolling the town, enjoying my time.
Watch.
I'm gonna turn around to him like, "Can I help you, sir?" Hello, sir. How are you doing this evening?
You can help by getting on your ship and leaving, I suppose.
On my ship?
Yeah, as soon as you can.
I'm not allowed to stroll around and purchase things?
No, you are. You just asked if you could help me.
Wait, what? What did you say?
You asked how you could help me, and I'm telling you how.
Why, you don't like my kind?
I don't know much. I don't even know what to be honest.
I can be anything you want me to be.
Could you be, I don't know, gone?
That's very rude of you to say.
Well, I'm sorry. I was just told to keep that on you. You're trouble.
I don't think I've caused trouble. I just wanted some fish and a drink.
I'll be the judge of that.
Might you be a tad racist, maybe?
I don't know what you thought. What would give you that idea? Are you even a race of people? Or are you just some sort of talking object?
I am what's known as a mimic, and I can transform into any object at will.
At
I
will.
thought mimics were treasures.
That's just like a stereotype.
See.
I could turn one for you if you'd like to see.
Not particularly, no. Just watching you mount as whoever you are is kind of disgusting.
What?
He's saying kitchen sink.
I can turn into anything but a kitchen sink, sadly.
See. Why
It is a
can't you
struggle.
turn into a kitchen sink?
Just issues with myself. I just can't figure it out. I just want to be one day.
Some sort of performance anxiety. They make a pill for that, you know.
I'm not big on medication. Well, I will be on my way then. You have a wonderful day. I'm a scream.
I'll be right here behind you.
Well, we're gonna get to know each other then.
Yep.
We never had any of the crew members, did we?
No one came to join.
I'm going to this ship. I could end up beating him later.
You definitely see the mimic come back to the ship, being followed by a guard.
I promise you I didn't do anything. I just got some fish and some water. He's just tailing me for no reason. I don't think he's racist or something.
That's true. All I did was get a fish and some water. Guard, yeah, he's up behind you.
Sigh.
And at least he's good for once.
We were racist. Anything else doing anything exciting today? Or we're just gonna skip on to the next?
Skip to the next.
Next.
To the day?
12 hours later.
12 hours later. 24 hours later. No. Ta-da! Your ship's fixed. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yay.
And Wade has something delivered to the ship.
Ooh, I didn't think it'd be delivered.
It is delivered. He's very professional.
Hey, Kurt, what'd you roll that 8 for?
Oh, so I was talking to myself.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. The 8 was the intelligence check. See if he would was going to put 2 and 2 together, and he did not.
Who, that guard?
Yeah. Missing person plus evil mimic lurking around. But no, they're not very smart.
Good. Good.
Oh, what? Why did it cut off? Oh, well. I don't know why I cut off halfway and decided to do a new sentence, but whatever. I typed that up
If
already.
everybody's done in town, I suggest we take off.
Alright.
I agree, Captain.
Noobs.
And let's sail.
The guild members give you a wave and say visit the guild and say hi.
We most certainly shall. Is there a name we should say hello to specifically? The Guildmaster chance?
Yeah, probably Guildmaster, although watch his temper.
Are we gone already, or are we still have to...
You're leaving. You're flying, the ship's lifting up.
My little hand's gonna come up and wave at the guard as we're leaving.
Guard's not there. Once you're on the ship, he combos. He's off.
Oh, I was gonna eat him before I left. Damn.
I just gotta
Lost
like,
my
reach over,
opportunity.
pinch the ear. No, bad mimic, bad. Just trying to pull you back towards his ship.
Wow, that hurt someone's feelings, didn't it? Also, wait, did you get your entire message? Because it kind of cut it in half. For no good reason.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright. Hello?
Internet just like died on me. I'm gonna go to bird and I'm gonna head down.
Imagine your hand turns into an actual bird and you flick it at him.
No, I turn into a statue of a middle finger and down the way.
Anyways, Kurt, what's the +1 for?
Damage and 2 hits.
Ooh. That is actually really nice. That'll be used instead of the Venom Dagger.
Wade, why do you keep wasting your money?
I'm actually happy about this one.
You're a harpy using a bow. What do you need a sword for?
It's a short sword.
And when you can't use a short bow?
Longbow.
Yeah, longbow.
Longbow, bow.
Aye, he'd be a tasty treat.
So help me God, I will stab my way out with my brand new sword.
No, talking to Mirage.
He's answering me.
Aye, he'd be a tasty treat. That one right there.
If you bring trouble to the ship, Nazuul.
I didn't bring anything. The guard was just watching me because he's racist. He even turned it up
Considering
to
the posters and considering everything that went on, I feel that he would have just reason to watch you.
Actually, I don't think he put two and two together because he seemed very dull and very blunt-minded.
In all fairness, they're all drab, but if you bring trouble to this ship, you will have a lot more to worry about than whether or not you sink or swim.
You've heard me before. I've lived a long life. It doesn't matter. It's all fun and games.
So you bring trouble to this ship, and then it will be no longer
It ain't like
fun.
we can't fight. It ain't like we can't just stop anybody.
We can't just stop anybody. Do you think do you think that if we were renegades of Nytheria, do you think that the army would have stopped the rock from tearing us apart?
We almost got stopped by the rock.
No, we did almost get stopped by the rock. And if it weren't for the fact that we were flying the Nytherian colors and were on good sides with Nytheria, we would have been stopped by the rock. We would have smelled what he was cooking, and it would have been us.
But then, I just wanted a snack. You wouldn't let me eat the people down under the bridge.
Under the bridge?
Well, whatever, the freaking jail we have under the ship or whatever the heck
brig?
it's called. That's what I meant to say, yeah.
Yeah.
The bridge.
The bridge. Shut up, leave me alone, damn it. You know what I'm talking about, okay?
There's a bridge across the deck.
It is now.
We as good Samaritans need to put on a good persona, whether
Half
or not
of us
we
are
like
beasts.
to or not. And if you live like a beast, they will expect you to be a beast. That is when things will go awry. If Nytheria stops supporting us, we don't fly. It's that simple.
One lonely man will be fine.
One
Nobody's
lonely
seen
man better not turn into 10 lonely men or 20 lonely men.
No promises. As long as I don't get caught. If I get caught, I'll just run astray and I will stay away.
I fear there will be no saving you, child. Not one.
I am no child. I just like to eat and become.
You will become the bottom of someone else's ship.
I thought you were about to say somebody's shoe.
That too.
Why not?
Yeah, that too.
I want to become somebody's ship and eat the whole crew.
To Geerton?
Yeah.
Guy. I'm learning from the captain.
Teach me your ways, Captain.
Yes, he's teaching me the Elven alphabet.
I'm learning how to enchant things.
God does.
Still the statue with a middle finger.
Give me 3 intelligence checks, both of you. You 3 intelligence, and
From
both of you, Brandon and Tyler.
oh, 1, 2, 3.
Alright, there's my first, second, third.
That's a whole lot of man.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a sorcerer,
Quick
trying to learn how to do wizardy things.
Wizardry. Y'all is it, Harry?
I mean, it actually does make sense because all my stuff is more based off of gut instinct rather than studying.
Hey, Coma. Kohler.
Hi.
Give me 3 intelligence checks too. Okay. Oh, damn.
Damn.
2 horrible rolls and
She's not the
that
brightest.
one.
You hear everything.
Do that.
Stupid thing wants to go.
Dance.
Now I'm singing a sea shanty.
A sea shanty.
Yeah. Way up sea races, way up sea races. What do you do with a drunken
No,
man?
Kurt, that makes sense.
Yeah,
It feels like me trying to learn how to program.
pretty much.
Those 2 checks, I imagine that you start out really strong and immediately let out a giant burp.
As some bits of boat and grip roll out.
Yeah. That's what I'm seeing.
Hang on a second. Alright. So, you guys all arrive in Gearton.
Smells like home.
Woo!
Smells lovely, actually. Opposed to the port town, it smells mostly of fish. Fish
It's a
and
lovely
dwarven
smell.
ale.
Some days. Not the day after drinking.
Hey, Brandon.
I
Can you set up the stats for my new sword?
I don't know the stats for your new sword.
It's a +1 short sword.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got
There you go.
Don't do it.
It's a pretty sword.
Give him a boomerang.
Dude, I would love a boomerang.
Didn't they have boomerangs in one of the training?
Probably 3-5.
Yeah. They also had glass-studded whip, which is terrifying. Athena's ranger had a glass-studded whip. It's super spooky. So yeah, you guys are back in Gearton. And once again, you're greeted at the docks by Telmir.
Good evening, good man.
Well, hello there. I heard that you, encountered some difficulties on your way here.
We did indeed. We had a incident with a group of druids in a
dirty rock.
Yes, this is quite unfortunate.
Giant bird.
Those druidic cults are getting more and more bold. It's concerning.
But the big ship.
Hmm?
Is
We were
what's
saved.
the nest?
Yes, saved by one of our military ships, I heard.
It was a very nice ship.
It is indeed.
Lots
Most
of
of our
guns.
most of our military ships are kept up quite well. It's unfortunate, but in the current climate, nation seems to be inching towards another war. So we're having to keep our ships up to date.
Indeed.
Is for the shipwright industry, I suppose.
Yeah, that it is. Good for the gunpowder makers and what have you. But you know, lives will be lost if anything comes to it, but hopefully not. We haven't had a war since the airship technology was discovered. It's hard to tell how it will affect everything. Definitely be much different than any war we've previously had, considering you can just strike from anywhere. It's going to be a sad day when the people have to disguise fear.
And I.
But enough about this sad talk. I suppose you came here for a reason, did you not?
I'm gonna stare at Concho.
Say again.
You came here for a reason, yes?
Yes, you informed us that there was possible bounties and work to be had in this city.
I did, in fact. I will be honest with you. There's a few more escort missions that are available, but I know that's something that is extremely boring and not really suited for a crew of your skill level.
Thank you. We shall take what's available.
I was gonna say, things. Number one, get you some more members if you'd like, or enslaved minds, as one would have it. Or you can try to find more lively crew if you'd like.
I think we'll start off by attempting to gather lively crew, and resort to less so if necessary.
It's definitely understandable. I will admit it might be difficult, and just because of the crew you keep on your ship. No offense, but people.
I read that. Meant that.
People would be scared of being eaten if you guys crash land.
Ooh, there's like a triple X.
Yeah. That's Louis. There you go. Sorry, Louis. So yeah, most people be worried about getting eaten on those long trips if you run out of food, which is completely ridiculous, I'm sure. Although he looks at the mimic. Anyways, the other thing I'd like to talk to you about is the bounty hunter missions, which you showed interest in.
That we did.
I've been working with the king and a lot of his advice, getting you some bounty hunter missions, and they're a little worried about the general bloodlust crew. I know that might sound absurd, but you've solved most of your through violence up until now, is what I say.
A very reasonable claim by them, but we've been with little choice but violence in this case.
I do understand, I truly do, but it's a little hard to explain that when unfortunately, it's a bit of resentment and leftover racism. I don't think we'll ever get out of the system where you are a crew of monsters and you've mostly killed every enemy ship you've run into.
We captured some.
By choice, of course. Not by choice. There was, of course, the humans that attacked us, and we did, in fact, attempt to parlay with them, but they showed no signs of listening and/or desire to cooperate.
I understand. I do understand. But it's something that I'm having problems with explaining to the king and his advisors. So the only current mission I have for you, as far as hunting goes, is a very strange one. There seems to be a gnomish airship flying around doing mischievous things. They started off harmless, the modern magic to make illusions and whatnot, what have you, but they've malicious as time has grown on. They've gotten more confident. And we're talking destroyed houses and destroyed ships and whatnot. And it's getting out of hand. It's something we need to handle. Now, the mission here is not to kill them, but to get them to stop and capture them if you can. Run them out on tree if you absolutely have to, but we'd like to see them so they can pay for property they've damaged.
So,
It is understandable.
so you wish for us to obtain but not to maim. Is that correct?
Exactly.
And can you look at our mimic?
He's out. He's getting some food.
I know, but I'm just making it known that I'm looking at.
Yes, just to capture, not hurt as much as you possibly can. They don't have any real weapons on their ship, although many of them are skilled in illusion magic, as most gnomes are. So it's something to consideration.
Very well. Very well.
It's one of their. You've never seen a gnomish airship, have you? They're much different than an airship like yours. Theirs is based a little bit more off technology, involve moons. They still use some of the same materials as the helm of your ship, but arranged different.
If that makes with them.
They're very uncommon. Like I said, gnomes know the secrets to them and aren't really willing to give those secrets up.
Out of curiosity, are the ship names nearly as dreadfully long as their family name? Gnomish name?
That depends. Some of them truly are, and some of them are extremely boring, and it's really hard to tell. LG just showed up. Yeah, hey LG. Say hi, LG.
Hi.
Hey.
Anyway. So yes, let me pull up the exact ship you'll be hunting.
Can I make a knowledge knowledge ships check real quick? See if I can maybe kind of get an already good guess as to which one it could be.
It's very, very quiet.
Yep.
Looking up codices and indexes has to go through it alphabetically because the gnomish names tend to be 40 or 30 letters long.
Good God.
Usually a combination of 1,000 words thrown together that summarizes the ship.
Like our ship from Kryn.
So in other words, we blow it to high hell.
No.
No, that's not our
I
job,
didn't,
dude.
I didn't say blow them to high hell. I just said the ship.
No.
That's
No,
money.
no.
I want to figure out how it works.
Okay,
We have to capture him. Brandon, did you have that same thought I did?
I did, in fact.
So what are we gonna do about the mimic then?
I have to convince him not to eat someone?
He shall
Red
receive
tape.
no pay if he does.
Maybe we should start carrying people treats.
Like Scooby snacks, actually made out of Scooby?
No, in this case, it'd be Shaggy Snacks.
I'm not certain that he would discriminate against eating a dog.
True.
So,
So,
I think we lost our Curtis.
he was looking stuff up, but he might have got distracted. 'Tis what happens when tiny ones come.
My Ildry was pressed my mute button,
See?
and I had to go out way and deal with her. So that was a lot of the problem. You'll go ahead and give me your history check.
Alright, give me a second here.
It's say you don't know a whole lot about the gnomish airships. They kind of strange to you. You know that the original prototypes, a lot of them did blow up in giant fire explosions. You know that their balloons are filled with extremely flammable gas, most of them.
Like, over time, y'all can just kind of notice my scowl just kind of visibly deepening and deepening further along we go. More we hear about this.
Sorry, my girlfriend called. Just got home from work.
Alright, here we go.
No, this is going to be a dangerous task.
The Vern Bernenhausen's second lesser Cog Zeppelin Mark 12. If that means anything to you.
Can I try one more time? Now that I actually name.
Sure.
It does fact mean a lot to me. It's a testament to how prudish these gnomes will be.
You, like I said, you know Mark 12 means it's one of the later ones, so that means it probably won't blow up.
At least this is a safer version.
I mean, it might still blow up if you mess with it too awful much, but it shouldn't blow up on its own.
That's why I said safer. Say the safest.
So yes, this is the ship you'll be hunting. We've caught them traveling mostly along the northern coast, actually. We've heard reports they've been aggravating the elves as well. But I believe the elves are not as prone to their illusions as the humans here are.
Poor humans.
Poor humans indeed. So yes, like I said, they've destroyed a couple ships, they've burnt down a couple houses. Just a prank, they said. General little shitbags, if you ask me, but
General little shitbags indeed.
mm-hmm.
I've never been too fond of the gnomes myself.
Well, no, I am not human. I am, in fact, a creature like you, actually. Probably closest to you, if I would say, to any of you creatures. Did I not explain this last time? Or
No,
what's
you
this
simply mentioned that you were
You
a
said you
creature
were
of a
going
different
to.
type.
Huh.
I think.
Well, let's just say that this is not my home plane. I was stuck here a long time ago.
But not much more specifics.
Yes, I'm from. Oh, it's been so long. It's one of the more hellish realms. I believe the humans like to call me specifically an incubus.
That explains your devilishly harming nature.
I suppose it does, although I will say I haven't practiced it in quite some time.
It comes naturally.
Uh, I had lots of fun here in the material plane, messing with the humans and whatnot. But I'll tell you, after spending a couple decades doing as you please with them, it gets a little old. So I decided my next challenge was to be an upstanding member of society. And look where I'm at now. The King's Royal Mentalist.
I'm gonna insight that real quick.
Alright. Everything he says seems to be the absolute truth.
Yeah.
Do you doubt me, little Harpy?
Oh no, I mean, to be fair, when you are an incubus from the hellish plains, comes in and says he wants to be a good, upstanding citizen, to be fair, it does sound just a bit fishy. But it might also, pointing right back around to me, I am a harpy, a monstrous race, so I really can't say much of anything.
You see, that's the funny thing. You were willing to believe anything I said until I mentioned I was an incubus. Isn't that just sort of a commentary on how the world is?
It's less of that and more of like, let me double check something. You know what I mean?
Well, sure, take your time. John, it does let out an aura of some script.
Okay. Then I'm gonna type you something that I'm gonna want to start doing.
Alright. But yes, just capture these gnomes any way you can. As far as their airship, if you can recover it, that's all the better. Unfortunately, we'll have to return it to before we can really study it because they get extremely cross if we try to spend any time studying their airships. Sure, you can understand why. They
I can't imagine.
yes, can't imagine. So, if you do manage to capture them, try not to take too long in returning the airship to us to get back to Bazak. I don't want a war on two fronts on our hands, because then I would not be surprised if gnomes went to war over an airship.
One
Hey,
of
as
Gnomish
far as-
design, I wouldn't be surprised either.
So yes, then, and yeah, now you know more about me. You're a local liaison here, and this is why I'm rooting for you as best I can. I am one of you. Well, in a sense.
Most
Well,
of us.
we need crew.
Well, like I said, I could give you some more mine slaves, but your captain mentioned that he didn't like those.
Oh, I meant you could join us.
Oh no, the airship life is not for me.
You sure?
I am positively sure.
Mirage is a good cook.
Part of me doubts that.
Not me. That it is I that he is speaking of.
But regardless, no. That's I took many risks a long time ago, and I think I'm gonna live a quiet life here, as quiet as I can, being the mind mage that stops assassins from murdering our lovely king. But you know,
Get many of those?
we've gotten more since the whole accepting monsters into our society rules have been passed. There's quite a few people that weren't really happy about that situation.
Not fair.
Also, still can't imagine why.
Can't imagine why I know. But, and then obviously there's the occasional spy from Corlon that tries to do the deed and thinks he's going to be some sort of hero.
Maybe you just don't have enough muscle to deter those assassins.
Oh, I only need one muscle to deter those assassins.
Wink and smile.
I was waiting for that.
I suppose, are any of you wizards of any script?
I would actually be a wizard.
I see. Well, that would make sense. You were some sort of familiar to one once upon a time, yes?
Once long ago, yes.
Well, long ago to a cat, I suppose. Not long for the rest of us. Anyway, the only mention I mentioned is because have you heard rumors of the pockets, the dimensional pockets?
I've heard of pocket dimensions. Yeah.
They're the grand one of the grand wizards. I'm not sure one, but one of the grand who designed the first airship helm is actually working on making dimensional pockets of sanctuary for monsters. It seems that he's felt. I guess he feels remorse for the actions of the past, and he's looking to create safe places for monsters to hide. However, it comes at a great problem because his safe places are extremely and immensely expensive, to the point where it's not really feasible for most monsters to get hold of that much money unless they murder a kingdom.
How much gold are we talking?
Oh, what was the price I heard? It was about 3 million platinum, last I heard.
Holy crap.
What are you thinking?
He says that he can make a pocket dimension that is exactly as you specify it. So, I don't know. Maybe it's worth that sort of price to live a life of peace and freedom away from this world.
But there's no way that any person or any group of people could ever come up with such amount of money.
Yes, that's quite the problem. I don't think he's had any buyers, but I'm not sure he's entirely there mentally, if you ask me, but he is an extremely powerful wizard. That there's no doubt.
Power fringing on the edge to insanity.
It always seems to work that way. The greatest minds are the ones most prone to losing it. I'm sure there's some sort of balance there. Regardless, if you'd like to shop around after being in one of those disgusting port cities, I wouldn't blame you.
Disgusting is a poor choice of words.
Revolting is more accurate.
Go ahead and do so.
You were on the dwarven side. Oh, I feel even worse for you. Although the northern side, the eastern side's a little worse with the whole war brewing. But yeah, try to stay away from the port cities if you can help it in the future.
Duly noted.
Okay.
If you can help it. I mean, I don't expect any. Actually, speaking of that giant rock that attacked you,
Yeah.
if you manage to successfully retrieve the gnomish troublemakers, I think we might have some information on where these druidics are hiding. If you'd like to get a little taste of revenge.
Revenge.
Tis up to the captain.
We shall see once we are finished with our current aspects.
I had plenty of revenge loading cannons.
I suppose that maybe our little harpy shipwright would like to take some vengeance out. But what do I know?
Turn and stare at Aello.
I don't know if Aello's kind of zoning out right now.
I am a little bit, honestly, sorry.
So yes, you have your mission, you have free reign to do as you please. If you do not wish to go hunt down these gnomes, just let me know. We'll send someone else after it, I'm sure. Although, I'm gonna say, it's gonna be hard.
It sounds interesting enough. I don't mind taking up the mission.
Say, most ships I talk to would likely explode and say an accident happened.
Maybe for
What's
a
the
ship
fun in
like that,
thing?
it might actually end up being an accident.
Oh, no one would doubt it, but it'd just be a hard thing to tell families that they almost paid for because the people paying for it exploded. You know how it goes. I don't have to do any of that. Of course, I have people for that. But anyways, yes, let me know if you need more crew. If you don't have any luck getting aboard.
I shall let you know before we take off.
Sounds like a plan. Alright. I think we're going to be wrapping up soon, yeah? I know lots of people got school and stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, I
I've
gotta
got
take
work.
care of something.
School and
We
work.
have
and life.
600s coming into the planetarium.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Probably. Kids like stuff like that.
I think so.
Just try not to make them, let them touch too much.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, anyone wanna could message me on here or on Facebook for leave, whatever you want to do while you're in the port.
Okie dokie.
My message for stuff.
Crazy Eyed Pete's still here, or back here anyway.
No.
It's a crazy-eyed Pete.
Crazy Eyed Pete.
I actually like to believe that he's still here, and he's still in the other place too.
Yeah, no, he's both. He's everywhere.
By the way, where's
He's
Louis?
everywhere.
Lewis got muted at one point, and then he went off to get food. So I don't know what happened to Lewis.
I
And
think
before
I
he's talking to himself.
local muted him because he was eating right next to the mic.
It was to say Brandon forced me because he had. Oh, he's actually not in Mumble anymore. Yeah, because he had some horrible echo going on.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah,
No
there's
one
only
lost there.
a few. There's only a few things I can tolerate on Mumble, and that is definitely not one of
Yes, next time.
Next time. I like your plan there, John. By the way,
Thank you.
it's a good idea. It'd be funny.
I hope it leads to some interesting hijinks in the future.
I'll take care of what I need to when I get back. When we get in the next session, that's just hopefully maybe better armor.
Tyler,
How
you
long are we
would
gonna
get
be in Port City?
What do I need to roll?
as long as you guys want to be. Did you want to? What you get enchanted from Crazy Eyed Pete?
I want to hand him that old key. I'm gonna put it on a necklace.
A necklace?
Yes.
That's it.
What do I roll?
Give me a 1d20. Hang on a second. LG's begging me for food.
Gotta feed that child.
Feed me, Seymour.
She saw my empty bowl of ramen noodles and she grabbed it and she kept saying more. On her butt. Dawn of the third day. 24 hours remain. That's a great game. Terrifying.
Beaten it yet, but yeah, it's terrifying.
I love that game. You know what? I played that all the way through and did beat it a second time, and I could not beat Ocarina of Time.
Really?
Got really bored of it.
That is actually very fair. Ocarina of Time, while it is an amazing game, I respect what it's done for the community, the gaming industry as a whole. The gaming industry as a whole, it is still not the best Zelda game.
Oh no!
It is actually one of my least favorites.
Yeah, I would say Majora's Mask, just because of how different it is from any game, like any Zelda game. It's got that time system. You're constantly like having to do everything, and everything you do gets undone when you. So by the end of the game, you really haven't saved anybody. And it's just like a really interesting and grim situation that I like. And my absolute favorite Zelda game is always going to be Wind Waker. Just something about sailing across the ocean always entertained me.
Wind Waker is one of my all-time favorites. My top Zelda games are Link to the Past, Link's Awakening DX, and then Wind Waker.
Link to the Past is really good too, actually, yeah.
I played it on the Game Boy Advance and almost completed that game 100%. I think it was missing like a single heart piece.
The new one they did, A Link Between Worlds. That one was really good too.
I actually, yeah, that was actually really good. It was interesting. Kept it all. It's like what they said in the interview. The same but different, but still same.
Yeah. The whole like wall mechanic was like they implemented it extremely well because it was such an integral part to the game.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was really good.
As long as you Skyward Sword, we're cool.
I actually kind of enjoy Skyward Sword.
Bad.
We ain't cool.
I struggle to do anything in Skyward Sword. I'm not gonna lie. The controls just made me want to kill myself.
I never finished the final boss. I just got so frustrated with the Wii Motion Plus bullshit.
You see, everybody says that, but I honestly never had a single problem out of any of the controls for that game.
See,
honestly.
I feel like you're misremembering it because
No, I tell
lag.
Curtis all the time that